Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Baked Disney, the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. I'm your host, David. That is my co-host again.
And I can hear again.
Yes, very well done. I heard that on
Still
your...
some sinuses and congestion, so things are slightly fuzzy, but otherwise there's no pressure.
Would you say you're 100%?
Say I'm like 98%.
I'm going to need you at 100 again.
Okay, let me call her.
Because Sarah's not here.
Oh, that's why.
That's why. I'm going to need you at 100. Sarah's sick again today. She may join us later if she recovers well enough because she wants to catch up with this. I'm going to stop jibber-jabbering Redhead. And you know what? What Redhead? What about the pirate and the octopus? Let's talk about that for a second.
It's weirdly placed, but you know, it's a classic illusion.
Why is there an octopus?
Mark Davis-y sort of.
It is very Mark Davis.
Gag. It's a very Davis-y sight gag. So you know what? The placement's weird, and I don't totally buy Kim Irvine's explanation of it. But
yeah.
But you know what? I still enjoy it anyways.
It's better than The Mist.
Oh no, having the voices back,
I nearly lost my mind yesterday because I was not expecting that.
Again, I still don't think much of the dialogue.
I almost dropped the camera.
The actual auction scene, the dialogue is still rough. But you know what? I'll deal with that when we get the ghostly.
You know what? In a year, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care in a year.
If we don't, well, the chickens will still see that.
That's true.
Okay. All those chickens.
All those chickens. What was I going to say?
But not having Tentacle Face saying the same phrase every 5 seconds.
Oh, God.
Instead, having Paul Frees and Extensio's ghostly voices.
That's true, and it's the original. Yeah.
So it helps make up that we lost some Paul Frees voice work for the auctioneer.
That's true.
Changing. So we
now,
back in the tunnel.
I seem to recall, and I'm gonna look this up hopefully between now and when I cut this video, that there is some Mark Davis art with an octopus in it.
There might be.
Because he did all the original art from back in the day.
Claude
Coates?
Claude Coates, yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, Ian, let's not delay. We've been kind of like hanging around here, or I have anyway, doing a little 360, hanging out, having some coffee. Let's go to Frontierland, Ian.
It's made of wood.
And we're gonna go right through Frontierland. That's also made of wood, in order to go to New Orleans Square and see if we can't get an early ride on Pirates of the Caribbean. I won't show it to you guys.
30.
Huh?
It's already 30.
Well, that 30's not bad. It goes quick though.
You have to say for this time of the morning.
Right. No, normally you can walk on for a good hour after the park opens.
But it's shiny and new.
Well, okay. There's more than just those two things. I scrubbed the two videos next to each other yesterday in my software so that I could go frame by frame. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of differences.
I'm assuming the others are more subtle things that won't stick out.
Very subtle things, yeah.
Hopefully
I mean, so much
lighting improvements because they've been struggling with lighting in the caverns.
Well, that's the thing. There's more light in certain areas, but oddly, there was less light in. I don't know. We'll see. But I want you to keep your eyes peeled.
It's like lighting bounce because like those first caves, they've had lights go out regularly all the time. And
So yeah, pay attention to those differences. I'm gonna do a before and after video as well. So hopefully catch everybody up. But for example, one of the pirates has a different shirt on.
Okay.
I don't understand, but that's the case. He's got a different shirt on. And they gave one of the skeletons a leg that it didn't have a leg before.
Interesting. That's interesting.
I want to see if you can find the leg. It's a scavenger hunt.
Used to, and then it got broken and take away, and they restored it. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know, but it was so obvious. I asked Liz, "Hey Liz, is that a new leg?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's a new leg." So, I mean, it's a thing.
All right then.
Yeah. So keep an eye out, guys, or watch the old video, Ian, when we ride. Like I said, I'm not going to show this to you because I just put up the whole ride through yesterday. So
you can't just beam it into my brain right now.
What's that?
You can't just beam it into my brain right now.
Well, I did already through the internet.
But that's like 2 days from now, not now.
Are we doing a Spaceballs bit?
I was thinking more like Doctor Who, but sure.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know Doctor Who. I know Spaceballs. What time is it now? That was before. This is now, or?
You lost me.
Oh, you haven't seen Spaceballs?
Like once.
Oh my gosh, Ian.
I remember enjoying it.
Okay, just look up the scene and just watch that scene.
What the hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie?
Now. You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed then.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now? I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
Okay, I remember bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Like
Pizza the Hut.
Spaceballs, the flamethrower.
Yeah, the marketing scheme.
The quest for more money. Yeah,
We were here yesterday, and this thing, we were at
I saw the photos. It was bonkers all day, and the
immediately
going down.
Immediately, this was they messed it up because they didn't open up where the Fast Pass queue would be, they left it empty, as if there were going to be Fast Pass, but there wasn't any. So about 30 minutes after they opened up the Fast Pass line, so a whole bunch of people got to jump.
Imagine what it'll be like when the Fast Pass return gets backed up.
Yeah, no, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. But yeah, we got a lot of people here looking to enjoy Pirates. Amazing what they did to the queue as part of the remodel. Don't you think?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Don't you think that's great?
If anything, I mean, there's probably some paint that could have been touched up.
Yeah, it's supposed to look run down.
Right, but you don't want chipped paint. There's a difference between run down and chipped, and like
Well, as long as it's not before 1970 something, and it's not lead based. But
there's a couple walls over there where there's like details painted on.
Yeah.
Right? And when that stuff wears off, it doesn't work.
I'm just kind of
I know
doing what I do.
I know you're making a goof, and I'm just running with the actual with the serious part.
I know, right?
But no, but I actually mean it.
You're so literal. Look at this paint. Look at it. You know, here's something that'll make people sad if they haven't been already to Pirates. They figure out a way to take out the smell.
I mean, that appears it's just bromine. It's just bromine, so it'd be kind of weird to get rid of it.
They figured out a way to get rid of bromine. Come on, Ian. No fresh bake. All this smells exactly the same. This little backup is just like it always is. It's like the 405 at 5 o'clock. Or the 5 or the...
5 where you're passing the construction that will never end.
What are they doing?
I think they're expanding lanes, but in the meantime it's down to like 3. Which means everything gets squeezed down.
Yes. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of outrage. No fist shaking.
Well, first of all, 99% of guests will never notice. The vast majority of guests will never even notice.
It's the vocal minority that notice.
And even then, like, it's a small amount who are actually angry about the big change, and others are just like, oh, I just think what you put in isn't as good.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's true. They're okay with the change, but it's not a good change.
yeah, like, and being a pirate.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that after we ride. 'Cause I have a feeling Ian is going to be blown away by how amazing all these changes are.
I think you're
Ian is going to be. We won't be able to get him to shut up. He will be
Not for the reasons you think.
completely off the fence. He won't be on the fence at all. He will just say, be like me during Mission Breakout, I'm predicting.
See, I think you're easily swayed by the hype of things being new.
I do like me some hype.
And that's something inherently wrong with that. But it sometimes can blind you to more critical thinking.
I am blind.
It's the rolling! Drink up the arties! Yo-ho!
Quiet, just stop! Well, anchor now, you swabbies. What may I offer for these hearty eggs? Everyone an egg layer. Well, there, you filth rat.
Quit your clucking! The gentlemen want the rum! Don't you, boy?
We're getting ready early. You're getting ready early, and for for Pirates of the Caribbean crowds.
They've got these ropes.
Yeah.
That way.
Wow. All right. Well, we just finished. Ian.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. Like the actual auction scene is like the redhead being a pirate is cool. I don't think the scene plays out as well because the dialogue.
Right.
But the tunnel is a good compromise because getting that dialogue.
Yeah.
The little mini like transition scene is odd to have there, but I like it.
You mean the octopus thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the little just a classic, simple, disappear, reappear illusion thing.
Very basic.
Yeah.
I paid close attention to it this time to find out how they did it.
Oh yeah,
It's not complex.
No, they do one just like that in the Imagination Ride at Epcot.
Oh yeah.
It took me forever to figure out what they were doing. But once I realized, I'm like, oh, that's genius.
Literally, that's all they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away yet.
Yeah. Either watch and figure it out, or look up how it works in the during.
Well, I'm gonna break
Epcot.
it down. I'm gonna break it down in the before and after video.
I have a couple comments on lighting. No, not complaints, just observations.
Yeah.
That could be tweaked, but not complaints.
Well, did you notice that the chess game was in total darkness?
Chess game.
When you just enter the grotto, the two pirates playing chess at the foreground.
Oh yeah.
Where they're drinking in the background.
Okay, so then there's that. The guy with the bottle glowing was glowing really bright.
Very brightly glowing,
maybe
yes.
A little too bright, maybe just. Not completely just.
That was one of the things I noticed.
I think we dimmed a little down. There's a torch near the end that's really bright, just like that.
Yep.
Barbosa's lit kind of oddly.
He's casting a shadow on the mast.
Again, there's a weird lighting going on there.
Yeah.
Just things that maybe just tweak.
Yeah. Did you see the leg?
No, I wasn't looking.
Okay. I was just looking at the concept art. The leg has always been there, but you couldn't see it before.
But the moment I heard, no fear of evil curses, I just got the biggest grin on.
Right? And of course, Ian already knows the dialogue. He was reciting the dialogue along. If you guys have never noticed, pay attention sometimes. I pointed this out last week, Ian. I don't know if you saw that in the video. We were on Haunted Mansion, and I could see you in the reflection at the end when you're finding out what ghost is going to be with you. Yeah. And you were reciting the dialogue, and I'm like, everybody.
It's not disruptive to anyone.
No, I'm not saying it is ever. Yeah. It's just interesting.
Well, because in the stretcher when people are talking along loudly, it's
right. But you always say it to yourself, no matter where you're at. It's always quietly to yourself. But I think it's awesome that you know all the dialogue, all the rides, and all the songs and everything. I think it's great.
The narration for the holiday overlay too.
Oh, come on. So yeah, I caught Ian reciting the dialogue in the cave today on Pirates of the Caribbean. Dialogue that is, by all accounts, 20 years forgotten or so.
For most people,
about 20 years.
Whenever they added Davy Jones, what, 200005?
Yeah, so it's 13.
Nearly.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
while.
And again, I think that transition works so much better without Tentacle Face being, oh, hey, remember me? Do you know who I am? I'll tell you my name, Davy Jones.
I guess they felt like before, because the dialogue was always there, but it was always in darkness. And maybe they felt like there wasn't enough show happening there. There was this long stretch of no show, except for dialogue, being spoken over, some disembodied voice. Plus, they wanted to find another way to drop in, a film reference, Davy Jones.
I think the ride plays better without the film sections. I really think
it does. And part of me,
because instead of saying, "Oh, I know what that is," it keeps you in that moment.
Part of me was hoping when I saw that they had taken out Davy Jones, part of me was hoping they took out maybe one or two Jack Sparrows, or
No, I mean, I'll tell you, the barrel Jack Sparrow is harder to get rid of because what was there before was not.
No, I'm good with that. I'm fine.
So look, replacing that one's more difficult in terms of story-wise.
Cousin Wing. Making friends. But like the Jack in the women's clothes over by
like
the mayor.
Behind the thing.
Yeah, I'm not. You don't. I really don't need Jack at the end.
No.
Don't need Jack at the end.
No.
I'm good with just a treasure room.
Honestly, Barbosa can stay, just have him not mention Jack.
I thought maybe they might go back to Blackbeard, because he was Blackbeard was the very original pirate, or at least I think he was.
They started with Davy, and then they added Blackbeard when Pirates Sport.
No, I mean when the ride first opened, because you could see his beard burning in the old videos. So they don't say it explicitly that that's him, but you assume Blackbeard's beard burned.
Yeah.
Anyway, something about pirates. Fresh Break, we're heading to Tomorrowland to go ride Star Tours. Now, you may be wondering, like Ian was, David,
Why
What possessed
would
you?
voluntarily go on Star Tours? You hate screens, even the one on your own camera, because it's a screen.
What do you-
It's my running joke. You just hate screens so bad.
Oh, yes.
Even a basic device that has a screen you can't.
Yes. No. Well, I'm not in the screen, so that's good. No, we're going to Star Tours because, as we mentioned in the live stream last week on Thursday. By the way, the live stream thing, our Thursday night live stream. If you're not watching it, please do, because it's a different kind of show than you're getting here at the park. It's obviously Disney, but it's really good. It's becoming really kind of popular, like a thing. People enjoy just seeing Sarah and I riff, as opposed to just an hour of talking, as opposed to, because we don't get to do that in the park like we do on the live stream. So check out the live stream Thursday night, 7 o'clock on YouTube, and we'll talk. Often we'll give our discussion will sort of jive with what we're doing in the parks that week. Or they'll, whatever news is happening in the Disney community. Anyway, check out Thursday night live stream, 7 o'clock Pacific. On that live stream, we mentioned that today, this Saturday, boy, that was a long way to get here. Tony Baxter Day.
Yes.
Today is Tony Baxter Day. The reason why I chose Tony Baxter Day as our day today, because we had so much fun doing Walt Disney Day a couple weeks ago. And Tony Baxter is my favorite Imagineer for obvious, the guy's amazing, right?
Yeah. We're going to show his win on Main Street at the end of the day, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
What? Oh, I thought I heard him coming on the street, or one of these cars.
I hear the dance. Yeah, they're coming up the street.
Oh, they are. They're on the streetcar. Let's go find the dance. Tony Baxter, you don't realize how big of a role he plays in modern Disneyland. Because people know him, but they don't know him maybe as well as, Yale Gracie or Claude Coates or John Hench.
I feel like at this point his name's probably a little to a younger audience is probably more known than those were.
Well, when they talk about like the history of Disneyland, he doesn't get mentioned. You know what I mean?
I hear his name more than I've ever heard Claude Coates.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's because I'm doing all the homework for like Pirates and Haunted Mansion that I get that.
That may be.
Yeah, it could be. They're taking their sweet time getting down Main Street. So Star Tours, people, if you know who Tony Baxter is, then you know that he was involved in Splash Mountain and Big Thunder.
And Roger Rabbit, I believe?
No.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't Roger Rabbit. Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But he was also...
Some Epcot stuff, but there was also...
We're right, well, yeah, but I'm talking about just here in Disneyland. A whole land that he had planned got done over in Tokyo too, right?
Well, it came out of kind of evolution of what was planned for Disneyland that didn't happen.
Right.
They said, hey, we like this idea, let's see if we can repurpose the concept.
Right. And I just realized they're turning left, Ian. You're standing here like a couple of goofs. This guy's hauling. Wow. Where's the fire, buddy? One of the attractions that Tony Baxter is not as well known for, you never hear his name hardly ever, in connection with Star Tours. He's actually the lead Imagineer on Star Tours. And actually it was his work on Star Tours that led to eventually Indiana Jones, because he wanted to put...
Hello. Freshman.
He's my hero. But his idea was that, okay, we did Star Tours. He wanted to put Star Tours on wheels, basically.
Well, if you took that sort of platform and moved it.
And that's what you've got at Indiana Jones, is you've got the Star Tours gimbal on wheels, which is a pretty fascinating idea if you think about it. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start our afternoon here at Star Tours, where he was intimately involved in the creation of the gimbal thing. This was, I don't know if it's well known, but the approval for this attraction was basically made by Eisner's son, who was just a young lad at the time, who he said, Dad, I think this Star Tours thing sounds good, you should make it. And Eisner's like, okay, we'll do it.
Well, it's more like, was it Tony and them, they went to see like a flight simulator, and they're like, hey, we can use this idea. Right?
I think I do recall something like that. One of these days when I do a Secrets and History of this one, we'll iron that out. Oh.
So if your plans call for intergalactic travel, call Star Tours.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Goodbye.
You hear that? DHX 1138. By the way, there's supposed to be oh, you can't see it in here now. Did they take all the junk out? They cleaned it out, I think. Some of it. Supposedly, there is an old Atomobile, like shrunken down, in the garbage.
It might be down with the luggage then, or that might be with the original Star Tours.
There's a couple Easter eggs from, Adventures Through Inner Space in this queue.
Are they still here, or were they always the original Star Tours?
Huh?
Are they still here, or was that original Star Tours over?
No, I think that animatronic is Carousel of Progress.
Well, America Sings.
America Sings, yeah. Or you know what it is? There's an Atomobile in his conveyor. That's what it is.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. God, we're getting right on here, aren't we?
Nice.
Another actually interesting sort of connection between Tony Baxter and this attraction is that he was a cast member here when it was at Adventures Through Inner Space. He was actually a cast member that helped guests board their automobiles. I mean, how many Imagineers can say that they worked as a cast member on an attraction and then built the attraction that replaced it?
Not many.
Probably not many, right? That's pretty neat. Dude sold ice cream on Main Street and was a cast member right here on Adventures Through Inner Space, and then built Star Tours.
You heard a story about sneaking into Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes, I was going to mention that as well. Yeah, that was kind of a connection to
You
Pirates.
told that story at the Legend of Imagineering panel
Yeah.
in 23 last year.
He was down there when it was still being built, walking through,
Yeah, he snuck in after that.
while he was working at Gibson Girl.
Yeah. But instead of getting fired, I guess they
Yeah.
were like, hey, come look at this stuff.
That's what I love about Tony, is that he was just fascinated and interested, in love with the process, and it shows in his work. It wasn't about, I mean, he had a deep desire to want to do this since he was a young person. How he even got into this, working at Disneyland was he just wanted to work here. He just wanted to work here. Like so many cast members are the same way. They deal with a lot. But he also went ahead and got a college education, learned. His career choice, his major in college was based on his desire to work here, choosing art and I can't remember the other. Yeah, like landscaping, exactly. Just figuring out how to build a pleasant environment, and that, I mean, come on, Big Thunder and Splash Mountain and Indiana Jones, it shows. There are lots of engineers. I'm just jibber jabbering, but there's a lot of Imagineers out there who can build a ride, but not many that can build a ride that looks good, and that was why I love Tony Baxter so much. Present attraction notwithstanding, because although I do like the queue for Star Tours, it is a fun queue.
I like this ride.
I know you do. Star Tours complete. We arrived safely from our trip around the galaxy to find they took out Path of the Jedi, Ian.
Yeah, it was gone as of last week.
Now you can see Ant-Man and the Wasp, exclusive sneak peek. Liz was joking yesterday. She asked if this was a reaction to the poor Solo performance, and maybe Disney's trying to, abandon ship on Star Wars. I see what you mean, like including that Star Wars land that they're building over there too. They're gonna shutter that. They're just gonna give up. No. But anyway, do you think that that's interesting that they
I
did
think
that?
they would have put it in the Bugs Theater, but they already closed it.
Okay, so what has more value? The preview of Ant-Man versus I keep wanting to say Ant-Man versus the Wasp. What has more value, Ant-Man and the Wasp or Path of the Jedi?
It's not that Path of the Jedi necessarily has a lot of value one way or the other. It's just Marvel is largely being kept to DCA.
Yeah.
And the second preview theater that's plug related is
Right.
closed. So they can't. And the Incredibles theater, the other theater is being used for the Incredibles preview.
Does that then suggest that they, to answer my question, I think it does suggest to me anyway, that they think that this has more pull, more draw than Path of the Jedi does.
Yeah, for a few weeks, and then the movie will come out, the preview will go away, and they'll either Jedi will come back or the theater will sit empty.
What do you think about empty?
It's not a great way to use attraction space.
Right.
But,
Well, I only asked because the last time I went to Path of the Jedi, there were 8 people in there, and this was on Star Wars Day.
no, yeah, it doesn't.
Star Wars Day, there were 8 people in there.
I mean, it's a well-edited fan video.
It sure is.
That's what it is. It's a fan edit, and that's all.
Yeah.
It's well made, but that's not something you go to a theme park for.
No, I don't. Well, I don't go there to see previews of Ant-Man and the Wasp either, for that matter. I'm thirsty. I need a Sprite. Let's use our handy-dandy Disneyland apps, Ian, to purchase us some liquid refreshment. All right, Ian, freshly refreshed from our refreshing beverages, our iced cold refreshing beverages. Well, I'm still working on mine. I gotta drink a lot of Sprite. We're back in Adventureland because we're gonna do something again. This is sort of it's not a direct Tony Baxter reference. He didn't build the thing.
No, but he's certainly involved in its continued existence.
It's one of my favorite Tony Baxter stories. The Tarzan's Treehouse wouldn't be here today. This would be something that would be gone today if it weren't for Tony Baxter. When it was a Swiss Family Treehouse, people weren't going in it at all, I guess. And they were talking about
Ripping it out. And
repurposing this space.
like merch.
Yeah,
Shopping in the 90s.
Right. In the 90s. This was after Indiana Jones, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I'm inclined to say yes.
Yeah. But anyway, they were talking about, okay, we're going to take down Swiss. Can you imagine Adventureland without Swiss Family or without the treehouse?
It would be odd. It gives the whole end a verticality.
Yeah, it sure does. Plus, I mean, all this lushness right here.
Yeah.
They were going to take this out and just do something else. And, Tony observed that would be a travesty.
And he said the magic words, current IP.
He said, hey, why don't we make that a compromise? We'll compromise. We'll make it Tarzan's Treehouse and not Swiss Family Treehouse.
Yeah.
And Disney, with their dollar bill eyeballs,
They were swayed enough to not...
they said, okay, that's a good enough reason to keep it. Hey, how's it going, guys? So we're going to go up in this treehouse and observe some views that you get. Sure, it's not the sexiest of attractions when it comes to how many guests go through it per hour. It doesn't show up on anybody's radar typically. People walk right by it constantly. It's just a tree. But I mean, just when you're in it, it's kind of magical. When you're in the treehouse, it's kind of magical about how this fits into the land.
We just don't do it in the morning like we do when you're in Casper.
Yeah, right. Well, we're gonna do it now in the afternoon almost. Let's go up Tarzan's Treehouse. While we're at it, I don't know if you guys, Tropical Hideaway is under construction, and we were trying. You can't see. we want to see if we can get a view of what's happening at Tropical Hideaway from the trees. Ian says he's already been up here once, and you said it didn't look. You couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell if you could see it. I don't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot, or I'm gonna give it a shot because I'm a cynic, and I always am optimistic about this kind of
what you
thing.
mean is you're obsessed with updates.
That's true.
It's really more that than anything.
I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep looking through. By the way, we got some decent shots through the cracks of the thing today, so watch out for our update on the construction. And he's right, this tree is just right in the middle. Woo! Hey, trees though, Ian, we've said, are 90% air, thus we should be able to see through them. No?
I was gonna say I'd rather have the trees than not have them.
Absolutely. Trees are everything at Disneyland.
Well, Disney World's hub, they moved a lot of
Yeah.
trees just so they can have so people can see the fireworks, and I get that, but like
Still
the
nothing.
charm comes from the trees.
That's right. Trees
Same with Main Street.
are perhaps the most underrated feature of any part of the Disneyland park. Even Tomorrowland, where you think trees have no play.
They add height, depth, shade.
Yeah.
They do everything.
Well, they give it life.
Yeah.
They're trying to get scared, these two. Good luck, ladies. I hope you make it. Don't make Tarzan scream or cry. Baby Tarzan. Oh gosh, there he goes. They did it. Oh, and now he's crying. Ian, what are we gonna do next? Big Thunder or Indiana Jones?
Well, let's see what Fast Pass is closest first.
I'd really like to ride Big Thunder.
Let me take a look at that and see what wait times and Fast Passes look like, shall I?
Sure.
And we'll get back to you.
In the meantime, just enjoy the splendor. Look at these views, Ian. Are you gonna get this view from a gift shop?
No.
They won't let you go up and climb the gift shops.
I mean, Jerry's making that much of this will be climb anything, but that's neither here nor there.
I can climb this tree.
No, you can go up the stairs. You can't climb the tree. There's a difference.
That's true. Well, I guess, okay. But yeah,
I think
this,
a little prick. It's fine.
yeah. I love this treehouse. I love these views. Fantastic. It's too bad we can't get a view of Tropical Hideaway. I'm sorry. But we can get a view of Tarzan's ripped abs. Hey Ian, do you think that that's the boat that Tarzan's parents died in?
I believe it. Well, I don't think. That's not how they died. They didn't die with You asked me a question. I'm gonna think about it and try to answer it.
No, they were killed by a
Some more.
yeah, but I like to get dark every now and then, Ian.
I'm like, that is supposed to be what they used, but what they got to shore from and hoisted out.
Ian, try to imagine. Jeez Louise. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the David is a sick person segment of Fresh Baked. All right, moving on. Can't get that in a gift shop either.
I mean, if it was a really cool gift shop, maybe.
Cool gift shop.
Hey, I'm just saying, how cool would it be able to have a shop that has a stream that flows into and through and then out of it?
That would be, you know what? You know who would make something like that?
Tony Baxter.
Tony Baxter would make something like that.
Or maybe Joe Rohde. He might do that.
Joe Rohde would. You know what? Yeah. What, you know, somebody, when I said we're doing a Tony Baxter Day, somebody said, well, how about a Joe Rohde Day also?
There's not enough stuff here that at least that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I would have to fly to Walt Disney World basically to do that. Well, he's got Mission Breakout.
And I'm sure he may have been part of other stuff, but I don't hear anything here.
I can't think of anything else. Yeah.
He may have worked on other stuff, I don't know anything else here that he's been.
No, I don't know. But I mean, he's great. I love Joe Rohde. I just don't know enough about him to do a show about him. And we're done. Legs are burning.
Alright, welcome ashore, everyone. Please take water step. Water step as you work on the
Oh, we just wrapped our Galaxy's Edge coverage. You got to disembark. Debark? We're getting off the Mark Twain with Tiana. How fun is that? Are we going, is it Big Thunder next?
Yep.
Well, I mean, Big Thunder speaks for itself, you guys. Like, I ain't gotta tell you, this is the one attraction, in my opinion, that Tony Baxter speaks the most on.
Well, I believe this is the first project we had.
It is, and actually, it was in his mind for a good decade or so before it finally showed up here at Disneyland. We talked about that, I think, a couple weeks ago, about how the original concept was intended to go at Walt Disney World with
Western River Expedition.
Western River Expedition,
yeah.
yeah.
That was a whole big project, a very ambitious idea.
Yeah. It wound up just being Pirates of the Caribbean instead. But for me, I think Big Thunder is my favorite attraction in all of Disneyland because to me it is the definition of the best possible mix of, you know, like thrill ride, roller coaster type deal and themed environment. Sometimes you can get one and not the other, or oftentimes really. But I think this is the definition of how to do that. I mean, we're going to ride a roller coaster here in a minute, but you wouldn't know it. You'd think we're in the middle of Arizona right now, just going on a mining expedition. But
I think it's an evolution of the idea that you first saw with stuff like Matterhorn.
Yeah, exactly. Now Matterhorn is another great example, but that when you compare that environment to this one, it doesn't even.
Well, as I said, evolution.
Right. Exactly. Matterhorn is a great way of mixing theme and thrill ride. But they didn't have the space to do what they could do here at Big Thunder. I suppose if they had the opportunity, they could do Matterhorn better. Give that to Tony Baxter, which they couldn't anymore because unfortunately he's not an active Imagineer anymore.
I think officially he acts as a consultant, but I don't know how often they actually call him to consult.
I don't know why. Because if you know the Tony Baxter story a little bit, you know that he and Disney don't exactly get along. Why would you not appreciate that kind of,
Because that costs him more money.
Well, okay. That segues to a conversation that I wanted to have with Fresh Baked a little bit, because if I'm like, let's say, speaking to both Fresh Baked and the Disney company, one of the reasons, and I don't want this to turn into like a what would Walt do type conversation, because I don't really like to have that, I don't like to pull that card, as it were. But one of the reasons why Disneyland worked to begin with, because of Walt's vision, was the fact that he wasn't afraid to throw money at it, and he wasn't afraid to go broke. Walt was broke many times throughout Disney's evolution.
And Tony would often really fight for certain things to happen, even though they cost him.
Look at how good these attractions are and how strong they are, because what money they did have, they did give it to them. They did make it right. Indiana Jones was, my goodness. Well, we can get into that, but that was another very ambitious project that didn't come to full fruition. But still, the result was still pretty great because they didn't cut corners on the.
When they got to Tokyo, they were able to accept those portions.
Yeah. That was a good one. Look at this place. It's freaking majestic. In the middle of Anaheim, they built something this majestic.
Yeah.
I mean, now, okay, so that, we left off a point when before we got on actual Big Thunder. If there was any message that I would like to convey, and this attraction is an example of, as we were saying, what could be done, is that I know there's budgets. Okay, you got to meet your budget. Just could you just make the budget bigger? Like, just instead of the budget being 50 million, make it 60. Like, I know that seems like simplistic, but it's not as though they can't afford a budget of 60 million as opposed to 50 or 100 and 110 or whatever that number is. I don't know how much it costs to build an attraction these days, but we hear that a lot, that they get, you know, things don't happen or things don't happen as well as we would like them to because of budget reasons. And that just seems like a cop-out, don't you think? Like as if somebody bestowed the budget upon Disney. Like somebody said, Disney, you can only spend this much.
Yay, capitalism!
Right? I mean, Disney's in charge of their own budgets. Such, you know, just, God, am I out of line? And
Execs, mid-level and high will want those bonuses.
okay, but so who sets the bonuses? Top level?
I don't know. Actually, that...
There is just magic happening everywhere. There's a train coming right here. We saw one of those go right by as we were on the Big Thunder too, which was weird, or new. Okay, so understood that mid-level management wants to meet those budgets so that they can get their bonus. So how about next level management? Make it.
What, you mean Chapek, the guy who...
Whoever, yeah. That's, you know what I'm asking for is our next park president. The man who is in charge, well, that's already been established. It's a younger guy, right?
I
forget his name.
Actual park president, but Chapek is the head of the Parks and Resorts and Consumer Products Division, since they shuffle things around.
Now, does he manage the budgets for each park, or does the Disneyland president get to make his own budgets? I wonder.
As someone who doesn't work as a CEO or program, I would not know.
Well, that's what I'm asking. It's whoever it is that's in charge of setting the budget, the actual final say. I mean, wait. You don't kid me. Don't try to tell me that you guys are under threat of going broke. Okay, they're not going broke anytime soon.
Oh no.
No, matter of fact, Disney parks are one of the biggest earners.
I
think it's number one, isn't it?
Yeah, even for as well as the studios have been doing. The
studios are doing nothing compared to what Disney Parks is doing.
And the studios have been doing well lately.
They have $1 billion left and right.
Yeah. And the parks are still pulling ahead of that.
ESPN by itself does more than the studios do, or at least it used to. Maybe not anymore, but anyway. Well, I guess my point is they're in no danger of not making a profit or even providing profit to their investors. I understand that investors want to see a certain amount of growth, but even that that's kind of like chasing the dragon a little bit. When you can't grow always. There has to be some decline.
Like I said, yay capitalism.
Right, you can only fit so many people in this park. And that's the only way you make more money is to get more people in here to spend it. So at some point you have to expect at least a leveling off of growth. right? There has to be an end.
Which is why you start seeing more push towards more per capita spending with all the upsell stuff.
Right, exactly. Or
Saying, how can we get
expanding
more money out of the existing people here?
Yeah, which I'm okay with that, to be honest, in that sense. That, but well, I would take that, I would accept that with more glee if they would just put more money into the park.
I do want to add the addendum of including the cast members.
That too, yes, of course. That's an easy argument, though. I mean, there's really
I know,
nobody's dying on the hill of, screw the cast members.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear the argument, if you want to make more money, go work somebody else or go work somewhere else. I hear that, which, I mean, it sounds easy to say on the face of it, but some people like to work here. They want to do this for us, and they want to provide us that experience.
They're also already working multiple jobs.
That's
or
true.
Also trying to work jobs and go to school, so changing jobs is not necessarily as simple.
Yeah. No, I want everybody to make more money, and I want Disney to make money too. But I'm just saying, you can give us a little bit. You can do stuff. You can build attractions like Big Thunder. Why wait for Star Wars Land? Because I have a feeling we're going to get what we want out of Galaxy's Edge.
I mean, they're certainly talking it, but we won't know for sure until it actually opens.
I mean, just all the early indicators suggest we're going to get a complete land.
Yes.
We're going to get a fully immersed environment. They are trying hard, but don't wait. Like, you can see, for example, that they're waiting to do something with Tomorrowland.
Even just the fact they put off the parking structure for so long until they couldn't.
That too, right? Like,
infrastructure.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead and spend a little bit more. Just go ahead. And it seems like an easy thing to say, and I'm obviously, I'm not cut out to be a park president or anything like that, or maybe I could, who knows? But I just feel like we deserve to get a little more money put into these projects, a little more into the budget. If your excuse is it's not in the budget, then give me a freaking bigger budget. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Not by a lot, but enough to do some of the extra things that we're not getting.
Yeah.
There was a plan for a third attraction at Galaxy's Land that wasn't like a major thing.
Yep.
They scrapped it. Not in the budget. Well, Ian and I just finished taking a look again at our new favorite location, Chippendale's Treehouse, for our Galaxy's Edge update.
Your favorite location.
Our new favorite location. Ian said, David,
I'm not taking ownership.
why haven't we been to Toontown already to get a look at that wonderful view of Galaxy's Edge? Ian does not endorse any part of the Galaxy's Edge update anymore, does he?
Mostly just because it's getting harder to see stuff. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm not fascinated by the process, but when you can't actually see much of it, because they're trying to stop you from seeing it, it's like, okay,
oh, they sure are.
Just have to wait, right?
They sure are making it difficult for us.
Like, I will gladly read and watch every behind-the-scenes documentary after it opens.
Yep.
When they're making it really hard effort to not let people see the progress.
I think it would be better, a choice on their part to make it more visible for us, I think.
I mean, it's weird because they do these like panels at like Galactic Nights or Star Wars Night.
Right, everybody's geeked about it.
And you get like maybe a handful of new pictures and like 2 lines of information, and that's it.
Yeah.
But
they should be
significantly new info.
I think it builds up a lot of excitement for the new land. They should welcome it. Well, in any case, we're just leaving Toontown, and I think we're going to have lunch today over here at the Troubadour. There was a gentleman who had offered to get us lunch today later on this afternoon. I'm sorry, we can't make it. I'm starving. It's like 11:45. I'm starving, and we need to eat, and we're on the other side of the park, so we're going to go here to the Troubadour, which has one of my favorite things of all time. Is this the chicken sausage, or is this a regular sausage dog that they have?
I've not had it, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, they've got pretzel bites with cheese, baked potatoes, and
very magical map.
And yeah, you get to enjoy a show on the periphery if you time it right, which we have apparently. So I'm sorry we couldn't make it to lunch today over at the Hungry Bear, but we'll get you next time. Let's get that dog. That's new. Here. Not that I'm getting one, but usually serve those here. Well, that is our serenade for our lunch, which has been served. Ian's standing by. Look at that. We got 2 bratwurst. It's bratwurst is what that is.
You can have both sauerkrauts. I'm not a
Ian is not a fan of kraut, apparently. I am. I do love some kraut, and we need some mustard. We also got some pretzel bites with cheese.
A cherry apple frozen
cherry apple frozen
with an apple chip on there.
Yes, like a slush, I guess, right?
Yep.
Those are really tart, right?
This one's they're good, pretty sweet.
It's sweet? Yeah? All right. Well, let's do it. Well, guys, lunch is complete at the Fantasyland Theater, the Troubadour.
That one?
Troubadour something. Troubadour Tavern?
Yep.
That sounds right. It was really good. I love pretzel bites with cheese. You know what? It's kind of like pizza for me. There is really no bad pizza. I mean, some pizza's better than others, but I'm always down for pizza of any kind. I'm always down for pretzel bites with cheese of any kind, of any varying degree of quality. They're just good. Pretzels are good. You know what? What about pretzel sticks?
They're all right. Yeah.
They're okay, but you can get tired of those in a hurry, huh?
Yeah.
You need some.
They fill in all the gaps in your teeth.
Yeah. What's up with that?
You gotta wash it off.
What's up with that pretzel industry? You gotta mix in some M&Ms or some Chex Mix. So Ian, what are we gonna do next? We're in the middle of our Tony Baxter Day. And by the way, for those of you who are kind of new to the show and are trying to figure out, let's say you watched one of our videos recently on the secrets and history of the Haunted Mansion or Pirates of the Caribbean or Indiana Jones or something like that, and you said, I enjoyed that show. That was very enjoyable. Who are these guys? Who are these fresh-baked guys? I want to know more. They've got a lot of videos. Certainly, they don't have 600 videos on history of Disneyland. Certainly, those other videos are something else. I want to know more about this fresh-baked thing. And so you watched one of these videos that you're watching right now, something like this.
It doesn't coincide with this one right now.
Right, yeah, exactly. What we do, this is the meat and potatoes of our show. This is the bread and butter of our channel. It's what we're doing right now. We go to the park on a Saturday. I turn on the camera. I hold it really close to my face so that everybody can hear me. And then I talk to these guys. Well, it's just him today.
Yeah, there's other people, I swear.
There's usually other people with us. Sarah or Liz or Christian, and various amounts of people. And we jibber jabber and we have a fun time. We'd like to show you, we kind of like imagine that you are the camera and you're here with us. And we're just friends going to Disneyland together and having a good time. And in the meantime, we'll show you what's new at the park because we never miss a new thing.
I mean, we
right?
try not to.
Yeah, we try not to. But, I mean, we're not going to miss it by much.
I'm just saying there was that Blue Pork Sandwich Bengal barbecue for a couple months before you got to it.
You know what? We didn't miss anything, Ian. That was not a very good sandwich.
No, I'm saying we wanted to be technical.
I know, right? It did take, but I don't blame us for that. I blame Pixar Fest for that. Because
there's a lot of things I blame Pixar Fest.
I know,
That's a whole other rant.
That sandwich was introduced the week before, or the week of Pixar Fest opening or debuting.
I don't think so. I think it was there before that.
Okay, that was the week before. I'm going to say 1 week. That's all I'm giving you. It's 1 week. And we had to eat all that Pixar Fest food. And there was a lot of it, you guys. We still haven't eaten it all. Because, you know, Pixar Fest is still going on. In any case, what I'm trying to say to you right now is if you're new to Fresh Baked, I hope you like jibber jabber. Because that's one of the things that I'm personally pretty good at. Hey, there's a fan right there, see? Hi. She's a fan. She's one of the 100,000 people or so.
We're not at 100K yet. We're almost.
95. That's got to count for something. Look at, if you're wondering what is this show about, there's something to be said for the fact that 95,000 people have said, I'm down with that.
And you can be one of the people to help push us over that hump.
Right. Get us to 100,000 Fresh Baked. Subscribe right now. Do that. And then you can call yourself a Fresh Baked Muffin because that's what we call our fans, our muffins. But you don't have to do anything besides watch our show to become one. No, nothing required other than being a fan of Disneyland, enjoying. Hi, see, there's more right there. Hi, guys. See, these are all friendly, loving people who watch our show. Be like them. Be like them.
Yes.
Where are we going? Where are we gonna shop our stuff today, Ian?
Well,
What's Tony Baxter-ish?
I mean,
Adventureland?
I was going to say Figment, but that's not here.
Yeah, no, we can't. By the way, yes, Tony Baxter, Figment.
Also Tom Morris, though.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, a lot of people.
when I think Figment, I think Tony Baxter.
I don't know.
Am I wrong?
No, he was, but there was also a lot of other people who were very deeply
Sure.
involved in that.
Sure.
So there was
All right. Okay.
Credit where credit's due.
Credit where credit's due. Good point. Good point. We're kind of wandering now. We've reached the hub. Where should we go shop for stuff? Because that's another thing that we like to do here at Fresh Baked is shop for things that we're not going to buy and look at signs for reserve viewing where we're not going to get to sit because we don't rate.
I have to wonder what kind of person pays for Play Parade. I have to question what kind of person.
Well, that's a fair question because there is a certain percentage of people who wish it wasn't here to begin with.
I know. Thus the
Right?
what is Play Parade?
Not only do I like the fact that Pixar Play Parade is here, but I want to pay for a better look at it. Who are you?
Okay. That's not judgment for liking things.
That's true.
I just wonder.
Yeah, I wonder. No, there's a wide spectrum of taste when it comes to Disneyland fans, and Pixar Play Parade is a prime example of that.
Small percentage of it.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are heading towards Adventureland, I guess. Doesn't that feel like it? Or no, let's go to Frontierland, Ian.
Pioneer Mercantile.
Pioneer Mercantile, which was here for a long time, but Tony Baxter didn't design it, unfortunately. I wonder what a Tony Baxter designed gift shop would look like. I think he would put a stream in it. He would put a stream in it for sure.
Well, would the Briar Patch store by Splash Mountain count? Because that was part of Splash
Well, yes, it would. That's definitely Baxtery. Well, the problem is all they do is sell hats.
I know.
We can't really shop there.
I know. You asked, I answered.
Fair point. We've reached Frontierland. Ian?
Right after they finish their
That's your cue. He missed his cue, Fresh Baked.
It's made of wood.
There you go. He did it. Fantastic. Pioneer Mercantile.
Not sure about 37. There's only like 2 items that are actually Frontierland.
Yeah, they go in phases where they get really frontiery and then they don't.
You mean they have one rack of Frontier?
Like this front display right here, and this I mean that's frontiery, although it's kind of Indiana Jonesy also. But this.
No, this is just like the
Oh boy.
4th of July.
Yeah, but it's made of wood.
It is made of wood.
This is made of wood right there,
That's true.
right? So that qualifies if it's made of wood.
I mean, that's a pretty low bar.
They made the standard right there in their show, Frontierland. It's made of wood.
I know.
So I think that if anything even looks woodsy, if it's on a piece of wood, then I think that qualifies as Frontierland worthy. He's disagreeing with me, Fresh
Sorry,
Baked.
my brain went to a different show.
Did we segue? But literally, you can find the same exact stuff at Buena Vista Street or the Emporium. So it's the 4th of July summer stuff. I want to know who's wearing a hoodie. Yeah, who's wearing a hoodie? It's already 85 degrees right now.
These have a nice material though.
It's actually, yeah, it's different. It is. God, this thing. Wait, it's
almost like a thermal shirt.
It's made of wood.
No, it's not made of wood.
I thought that's where you're going. Hey, do you want to have 4th of July bowls during the summer? Look at that. That's pretty fun. I have a question. Let's say you are the kind of person who likes themed bowls for the season. Where do you put those?
You need a lot of cabinets.
What if I live in a 2-bedroom apartment that's 1,000 square feet?
Just don't buy them.
They're not for me?
Either that or you put some other stuff in storage.
This is not for me in my 2-bedroom, 1,000 square foot apartment.
Now without having a yard sale or buying a storage unit.
The storage unit costs like $100 a month.
And the yard sale makes you money.
There you go. Is that dog made of wood? You can buy these things. What in the heck? It's a chew toy. Oh, it's for a dog. This is like stuff you get at the home store in downtown Disney.
There's the home. Yeah, they do pet stuff.
They have pet stuff. You can get, these are all chew toys. Somebody wants to feed Mickey's feet to a dog.
I think it's more like dogs like to chew on shoes.
Wait, is that Donald?
No, they're Mickey.
They're Mickey, okay.
But they're like Mickey's shoes, and dogs like to chew shoes.
That's a fair point. Good call. So we saved Mickey's feet. Look, bubble wands, Ian. Now those are made of wood, right? Those are Frontier.
Nope, still wrong.
No? I think that Buzz Lightyear is the very definition. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can hear it. But let's not gloss over the fact that the fact that he's even here really bothers me.
What about the Cinderella carriage?
You know what? Cinderella, I get. That's a spaceman. I shouldn't say I get. I almost can get there.
He is a toy. You are a toy.
Of a spaceman.
Child's plaything.
Of a spaceman.
You can't fly. These are plastic.
Who approved that, Ian? I don't understand.
It's Toy Story. Toy Story has a cowboy, therefore it fits.
Give me. Why can't you put Woody right there?
There's like 9.
There.
Right, but okay, so that's just one Woody, like a little plush. You got a whole shelf. There are
I don't disagree, but
36 Buzz Lightyears right there.
I'm not in disagreement with you. I just the stores had this problem for a long time.
36 Buzz Lightyears. Wait. Little Jimmy wants a Buzz Lightyear doll. Where's he going?
Little Green Store Command or Pioneer Mercantile.
Daddy, take me to Frontierland. I want a Buzz Lightyear toy. There you go.
They've got the Big Thunder Goat soon, and they got Big Owl.
There you go.
There's that. Oh, and
Do
Cowboy
people
Boot.
still buy Tsum Tsums?
Apparently not nearly as much, but I guess they're not entirely dead yet.
That's lovely right there. I can really get behind that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a woodsy vibe here, Ian. This right here,
That's made of wood.
this is very woodsy.
Just don't
feel
turn around
like-
and look at, just don't turn on it.
Why not?
Well, because it's not woodsy.
What's not?
I'm sorry.
You mean this Buzz Lightyear grabber thing?
I am confused. I'm very confused.
Your
What-
previous argument does not hold with this now.
No.
I think
To be fair, I said I do agree with you. This has been a problem for some time.
Okay, what about this, Ian?
It's like as a piece of merch. Why is the idea that they're selling these? Like why would I don't?
They want to promote cleanliness?
I guess so.
Pick up. Okay, here's a question. Again, little Jimmy wants a toy. Does he ask Dad for a Buzz Lightyear themed grabber toy thing at Frontierland?
That has like a sniper sight on it. Has a scope. Like I just
Yeah,
don't.
that is a scope. I've spotted some debris.
Here, let me line it up. Got it.
This also. Oh, hey, dueling Buzz Lightyears. This screams Frontierland also. Are we getting? Is it Snark level like 7 or 8 right now? I mean,
Is it what?
but honestly,
I have. Did you say Stark level?
Snark.
Oh, Snark. No, this is more actual, genuine reaction.
Yeah, I guess so.
Snark is more trying to.
It almost makes this like, okay, that's good. I'm fine with that, even though it doesn't really. And out here, I had such high hopes when we walked in here. I'm like, no, we're gonna be good.
I'm just saying, I'm much more inclined to buy merch when it's land specific.
Yeah.
And it's like unique to land. And
I would
attractions.
like we were saying before, attractions in singular parks. How about merchandise in lands,
Yeah.
right?
Like, I'm much more inclined to buy an attraction-specific piece of merch
Yeah.
than just another generic
Yep.
Mickey thing. And it's not
This-
that I don't like Mickey. I love Mickey, but
Yeah.
I like seeing.
But I don't want to.
But there's enough stuff out there I want to see interesting things.
And not just the same Buzz Lightyear spinny vibe thing,
I want
color, or
variety.
whatever. Ay. This is nicely themed. I feel home here. This is very westerny.
It is. I think at this point we've crossed into Bonanza Outfitters.
Yeah. This one makes me want to get on a horse and kill a buffalo.
What did Buffalo do to you?
Nothing. It was roaming on my plains.
You let it eat. Don't kill it.
No. Well, I'll eat it.
They're an endangered species.
You know what? So am I. If I don't eat that buffalo, I will die. That makes me in danger.
Well, I mean, that one's wood, so have at it.
Hey, it's made of wood. How about that?
So is the Back to the Future canoe that.
Have you guys seen Back to the Future? Everything I'm about to tell you is a total lie based on Justin Scard and Adam the Woo. But that is the canoe from Back to the Future. Weird how they get that. How do they like?
I think if they're maybe when they did like the cross deal with Universal to get Oswald back, they
Oh, yeah.
to the contract. Hey, we're gonna take.
Yeah. Kind of like Roger Rabbit almost too.
Yeah.
A lot of crossover there. And they said, you know what? While we're doing that, because I feel like this would fit well in your Frontierland stores if we give you the canoe that was used. And now, is it Back to the Future or Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future 3?
We'll have to ask Adam and Justin.
Yeah, okay. I think it's Back to the Future 1 because Back to the Future 3 would make way too much sense.
It's like it's all the mess of stuff Doc has in his house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Doc tried to make a time machine out of a canoe.
You tell me this sucker is nuclear?
You got to row 55 miles an hour or 88 miles an hour.
Generate 8.1 gigawatts.
21 gigawatts. Oh, there we go. Hey, we found it. It's a dream catcher, Ian.
We were looking for it?
Well, I mean, this belongs here, does it not?
Yeah, we
Right?
found.
It's
Here,
Now-
we found the two themed items.
if they were being really crass, they would hang Buzz Lightyear's from the Dreamcatcher.
Or they'd feel the need to put a character on there. Like, as much as I'd like to see Pocahontas stuff, it would immediately become less unique
Yeah.
just by putting slapping a character on.
Now I wonder if these move. Do you think those move?
They move?
Like sell? Do they sell a lot of them?
Oh, I don't know. I hope there's stuff like that does because
This was available opening day.
I don't remember if I got one here at a national park, but I have one of these. I think
Do you?
I wouldn't fit in my head anymore, but
No.
I have one at home somewhere.
I'll bet you'd sweat like a son of a gun if you wore one of
I
those.
can't remember if I got it here or like at a national park or something.
Oh man, this shirt is so sweet.
Oh gosh.
Wow. Oh, I get it. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, they've been doing kind of like these like old comic booky like panels on merch and clothes
They're on
and
the
stuff,
Matt
which
teacups.
would be cool if it wasn't in this shop.
Yeah, this belongs on. Well, not everything can go in the Emporium, but
No, but like my brother bought like a tin of mints that had like I think like this on it or something. Like one of these like sort of old school comic
Yeah.
strip sort of panels with daughter on it.
Great piece of
And I'm
merchandise.
like, yeah, that's a unique thing.
Great piece of merchandise.
That's a very specific style that isn't just the same that you see all
it
the
doesn't
time.
go underneath these guys.
Yeah, it doesn't go in.
Speaking of that number that they do in Brother Bear, found the Disneyland band here at Town Square, and this guy, killing it.
down all. 1, 2, 3, 4.
already at the Gibson Girl.
Okay, cool. I could not take my eyes off Chip. I had a terrible view of him dancing, but I still couldn't stop recording him. He was so great.
Fantastic. He knew Mickey's part portion for the fantastic finale now.
And Elsa.
Yeah.
He crushed it. So everything I'm about to tell you right now is not true. This is all for comedic purposes. But I think it's pretty cool that Tony Baxter invented the Disneyland Band. That's the reason why we filmed that just
He
now.
also invented ice cream.
He invented the Disneyland Band and ice cream. So good on you, Tony Baxter, for giving us Big Thunder, Indiana Jones, ice cream, the Disneyland Band, and the sun. He invented the sun.
I'm pretty sure saying he's God.
For which we are all
Tony
very
Baxter
grateful.
is actually God.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to say.
But truth be told, the very first job that Tony Baxter ever had here at Disneyland was as a ice cream scooper. That's what his Wikipedia page says. I just wanted to make sure. Ice cream scooper, presumably at the Gibson Girl location, which is where we're heading to get some Tony Baxter invented ice cream. Because he invented ice cream. Hi. And I've heard tell, Ian,
There's a wild Sarah about.
there's a wild Sarah waiting for us at the Gibson Girl. These guys are planning a very elaborate boomerang of some kind, or Instagram short clip, but they're waiting for the crowds to separate for them. Good luck with that, sir. Although I applaud you for your courageousness. They did it. It's done. Way to go. You have now got a memory that will last forever.
I hope they did a burst picture, otherwise they probably missed it.
I hope you had that set on sport mode. Where is the Gibson Girl? I forgot. It's somewhere on Main Street.
It's either Gibson Girl or By the Dams. One of the two.
By the Band or the Gibson Girl.
Dance, I see.
Oh, Dan's. Yeah, okay, that's the Dan's. You hear that? That's the Gibson Girl right there.
Hi, freshman.
You made it. Are you okay?
No.
No, but you're still here? All right.
The Uber heard me cough and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, please just drive me to Disney." Thank you.
Well, do you want some ice cream?
No, I don't, because I'm already drinking a lot of milk and
Okay.
it'll mess with my
Gotcha.
digestion. Totally messes it.
Okay.
But did you see the new Dan?
There's a new Dan?
There's a new Dan. So did you know that they're only allowed to have one Dan that's new at a time?
The other three have to be...
The other three have to be seasoned
Ah.
Dans, because they have to make sure that the one Dan can work.
Sure, yeah, that makes
so in
sense.
case he
You don't want a
were
bunch of wild cards in
In
there.
case he were to slip up, the other three seasoned vets will pick up for his slack.
So which one is the new Dan?
Well, I know who he is.
Let me see. I
I've
recognize
seen the red.
Bluey, I recognize Yellowy, and I recognize Purpley, although he's
Right.
kind of new still. So it
He
has
is
to be-
still new-ish.
Yeah, but he's kind of new.
We've seen him before.
Yeah.
But also, he might be like here during the week all the time.
Right,
or
right.
something, and yeah,
So it's ready?
ready boy, yeah.
Okay. I mean, Bluey's been around here for as long as I've been coming here. as far as I
Right.
know.
Him and Drew are like OGs.
Yeah. There he is. He's one of my favorites. We just heard this song. You know what?
Did they yell at you? Like
We
that
just
too?
heard this song. I feel like I'm listening to Kiss FM right now.
It's Pixar Fest.
It's never gonna die.
All right, let's get some ice cream for me and Ian. Yeah, we've placed order. We're gonna wait here at the mobile order pickup right here, right behind Ian's Pro. People have been asking, where do you go when you pick up your mobile order? They reserve one of these lanes that would have been a regular cashier lane. They reserve one lane for a pickup window, and what I'm picking up.
It's usually one they don't usually end up filling.
Correct,
anyways.
right? Like a Bengal barbecue, they didn't use that pickup lane anyway.
Pick up for everyone anyways. So
Right. Same thing for Galactic Grill.
Well, Galactic Grill, they just have so many windows.
There's too many windows, yeah. They were never all open at the same time. That's what I'm getting right there. A salted caramel pecan sundae. Hey, Sarah, you got some caramel too, right? Sarah got some caramel also in a cup. She asked for a cup of caramel. Caramel. Can I
I'm sick. I don't even notice you say it wrong.
And there it is. Look at that beauty.
yummy.
Doesn't that look good?
What is that?
That's the Pixar Fest Sunday.
Salted caramel pecan sundae.
What? Okay, in what Pixar film is there
I'm guessing.
pecans?
I'm guessing just because old people like nuts up.
That's a lot of nuts.
You're nuts.
Are you gonna photograph it?
I probably should, huh?
You have to.
I got sherbet
No, that's pretty.
Ian, why do they spell it like that?
because they hate spelling.
Did you see how they spelled sarsaparilla?
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. No, sarsaparilla.
I think that is just how it's spelled. Funny enough.
I know. I looked it up.
That's how you spell it.
That's how you spell it. Sarsaparilla.
British spell arse.
Yeah, but that's just a different way to say it. We say it the same way. I mean,
True.
arse looks like it sounds, or it sounds like it looks. I'm gonna go outside and eat my ice cream. We've adjourned to the Coke Corner seating area here with a little ragtime piano to partake of the sherbet.
There is an H.
Sherbet.
There is an H.
There's an H.
Yes, there is.
Sherbet.
There is 100% an H.
Sherbet.
There is an H.
Google. And there's my
Sherbet's my favorite.
caramel,
Salted caramel pecan.
salted caramel pecan sundae.
I'm not a salted caramel girl.
I thought you were a salted caramel girl.
No. That's
not-
absolutely wrong.
You're not a salted caramel girl? I keep trying to trick you.
No, I hate caramel, but I love caramel.
What about the city of Carmel?
I've never been there.
It's lovely.
I'm sure it is by the beach, isn't it?
Right, it is a beach.
It is a beach.
It's
Yes.
it's Carmel by the sea,
That's right.
is what they call it.
That's where our Hearst Castle is, right?
Correct. Also a lovely place
Yeah, I've never been there.
where they used to truck in elephants from up the
But I
mountain.
can promise you that I wouldn't walk into the city of Carmel and say, "Hey, caramellers, how you doing?"
You wouldn't? I think people have, just to mess with them.
Well, I hope
To mess with the city of Carmel. You know what? I had that wrong. It's not Carmel by the sea. It's Cambria by the sea.
No, there's a Carmel by the sea.
There is a Carmel, but it's not called Carmel by the sea.
No.
I mixed that up with
No,
Cambria.
you're false. You were right.
Cambria by the sea.
Carmel by the sea.
It's Cambria by the sea.
Google?
Also look up sherbet. And I'm gonna eat. I had it right the first time. Can you look up Cambria? Is there also a Cambria by the sea?
You should have seen what was my last search ring.
Cambria by the sea? Well, there's a sea near Cambria. What the hell?
Do you want to see what
How did
my
I get it
last
wrong
search-
twice? What's that? Ryan Gosling. That was your last Google search? Ryan Gosling cat?
The
Sorry, do
Tumblr
we-
blog, Ryan Gosling, Disneyland. The Tumblr blog, Ryan Gosling, Disneyland.
Well, yeah, that's-
matches,
is that
images
Cinderella's
of the
castle
actor,
back there,
pictures
too?
of Disneyland and kittens. Ryan Gosling loves Disney, sort
Ryan
of.
Gosling's a hero to everyone.
During the interview video, Gosling mentioned that there is a belief that Disney has been breeding an army of cats. Yes, period. There's more below, but I can't see it.
This is what I do in my free time. Google Ryan Gosling cat.
Why? Because you heard a story?
Actually, no, because I told my roommate I think Ryan Gosling looks like my friend's old cat. And I wanted
As
to
it turns out, there's
see
actually a Ryan Gosling
if there
cat
was a
story.
picture where somebody else thought the same, and so I
Turns out there's a whole Tumblr blog dedicated to bashing him with Disneyland cats. Specifically, Disneyland.
Do you think that Ryan Gosling knows how lucky he is to be Ryan Gosling?
Have you ever seen Drive?
Yes.
I just watched that for my first time.
Oh, really?
And I told Christian we might have a problem.
Where he beats people to death with his bare hands.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's the greatest movie.
I know. He's just like,
He's so like,
I'm a reluctant badass.
Right.
I really don't
But
want
what?
to beat you to death.
oh my god.
I don't want to.
I don't want to kill you.
I don't. But you kind of force my hand. Because,
Kind of in my way.
yeah, there's this girl.
You're screwing things up. Your kid's cute.
Does he die in the end? Wait, spoiler alert. It's kind of up in the air, isn't it? Right?
Good question. Google?
Hey Ian, how was your sherbet?
It was good. It was sherbet.
It was good?
You can't screw up sherbet.
I think you can.
I don't think you can.
I think you could put too many H's in there.
Okay.
H's are ew.
One H?
Come on.
Oh my god.
Go on.
Did anybody see me and Sarah like totally girl crushing on each other on Twitter? Because we're weird.
Oh, Sarah Sterling, yeah, I saw that.
Because we really don't understand why sometimes people just assume Disney bloggers like, oh, we never see you in each other's videos. You guys must hate each other. It's like,
Well, I mean, we're all doing our own thing.
right,
We're all-
God forbid we're all just functioning.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Ian's sherbet with an H was good. I enjoyed mine. It was very big Sunday. I can't believe I finished it.
Caramel was fantastic.
And Sarah's cup of caramel was refreshing, I'm sure. Who wants a refreshing cup of caramel? Yeah, it's like a dog eating peanut butter, isn't it? Ian and I have a date with Indiana Jones that Sarah does not. Sarah, you don't get to see Indy.
No, I know. I don't get to be a part of your guys' mandate right now.
Yeah, you don't get to be a part of Tony Baxter Day.
I didn't think that this was not how this day was.
Don't listen to him.
Tell
It's a
Ian how
mandate.
hard I laughed on the phone this morning when you told me that you were like, I guess Ian's gonna meet Red. You almost killed me because I was choking so hard.
You told me, I'm like, wow, that's not gonna work.
See?
No, I would. You know what? There are some things that I might try to make. I would never make him actually try to meet Red.
Well, just because, for one thing, it's just not a good show.
No, it's not. No, it would be a very terrible show.
I would be thoroughly entertained. I don't know what you guys are talking
It would be painful. I don't know what you're talking
about.
about.
I think it would be awesome.
So that's what's going to happen right now. Ian and I are going to have our date with Indy together. By the way, it was funny. I've been asking for back row all day today. I'm like, I wonder if they, can we get the back row?
Can him and I get the back row? Yes, sir. Whatever you want.
Meanwhile,
We don't
Sarah.
discriminate at Disney, okay?
Sarah's chasing down Red. She's gonna try to find Red to meet her. There you go. She wants the redhead, even though she's kind of a brunette now.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get the red brunette. I get it.
All right, well, here we go. See you, Sarah. Well, it happened again, Fresh Baked. We're on Gcam because my backup battery is charged. I hate when this happens, man. You put something in the charger and you think it's charging and it's not, and you get to the park and you have no charger. So sorry that we have to. I don't even know if this is gonna. I don't think this thing records very well in low light. In terms of on ride, it doesn't have any stabilization.
Well, someone just knocked out the ceiling.
Oh yeah, I hear that. So Tony Baxter, if this is the one attraction that we've done a full-on sequence in history, because this is a Tony Baxter attraction. As we mentioned, because there's a whole lot of history, a whole lot of secrets going. Are we going? I feel like I'm going the wrong direction. A lot of backstory, a lot of history, a lot of little secrets and nuances to this attraction. We mentioned earlier how Tony had, this attraction was born out of the idea that he wanted to do something else with George Lucas, and also to, expand on his previous idea of the gimbal ride by putting the gimbal on wheels, and it worked pretty good. I mean,
I believe there's also a story about a car wash.
that's right. That. What was that? That was the test. Oh yeah, that was the walls.
In reference to the Boulder Room.
The Boulder Room. I don't know if I mentioned this, but in the video, I don't think I did.
I don't think it was interesting.
But he came up with the idea for that, because the boulder doesn't move, the walls move, right? Or the car doesn't move, I should say.
It doesn't travel linearly, but it does
Right.
move.
It does. Yeah. It oscillates, but the car you're in, it feels like you're backing up, but you're not backing up. Your car is still. The walls are moving away from you. They're going this way, and he came up with that idea when he was getting his car washed, and he went through the little.
The automatic car wash.
Yeah, the automated car wash, and he felt like when the thing started to move around him, he felt like he was going backward when he wasn't really moving at all, which is pretty amazing. And it's kind of like, that's sort of the way that I'm doing some secrets in history for Adventures Through Inner Space. And Bob Gurr says that he came up with the Atomobile, the Omnimover, based on an apple. He held an apple by its stem and spun it around, and that's where he got the idea that why not can't we do that with a ride vehicle? I mean, you don't get this anywhere else. Here's a fully realized office that people just walk by. That's pretty cool. That's what I'm talking about in terms of, you know, we were discussing earlier about going ahead and putting in that. That's 10,000, right? That room is maybe 10 grand. Put that in the budget.
Well, even that only because Disney is always more expensive when they make stuff.
Right. But I mean, you could easily put that in the budget.
Yeah.
You don't have, you know, you can cut corners, but really, does 10 grand mean much in the overall budget of an attraction? I don't know. But I would just like to see more of that. More of the office.
Well, there's some, the Flight of Passage queue has that big laboratory which is full of that.
You know what else does too is Everest.
Yeah. Animal Kingdom is just a Animal Kingdom is great for that.
Yeah. But how can you not? Right? Well, then you got Dinoland, but I digress.
And even well, it's much just Dino-Rama, like the carnival portion. The rest of Dinoland's okay. It's fine because it has actually has a research side.
Oh right, the little dig area.
Well, the dig area, even the quick service restaurant is supposed to be like a grad student dig site.
Okay.
Yeah, there's dig site equipment and art boats and stuff.
All right.
It's really just that corner of Dinoland.
Yeah. But you're right. It would be hard to build a place like Animal Kingdom without doing it right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you really gotta not care to not, you know, you have to put the money in there. So it makes sense.
That's why conceptually I love Epcot, but in execution I love Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. It's hard to do Epcot well because
like the World Showcase largely does it well.
You're right, yeah.
Future World is struggling.
You can't, I'm telling you, you can't do Future. Future is not, you can't do it.
It's more than
Next party, hold on here.
Well, yeah, the video came out super not good on the phone, so we're gonna use some archival footage, or have used some archival footage of Indiana Jones. Now, Sarah has demanded to be fed.
Treat me.
She put her foot down. By the way, while we were riding Indiana Jones, she was also, as suggested, stalking about for Red, and we've come to the conclusion, as we've discussed this amongst ourselves, that we believe there's only one Red.
We're thinking there's only one.
Yeah.
which may mean she's probably not going to be out every day.
I think that she worked really hard yesterday.
Yeah, I heard you said she lost her voice already the first day. Because she's working really hard on that accent.
I appreciate that, though.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So that requires a lot of vocal strength.
I like when you meet Merida that it's Merida.
Yeah. So if by chance you're here, Fresh Baked, and you happen to see Red out and about, or if you see that Red is on the app, because the character will appear on the app
If they're going to be there.
if they're going to be there within a certain window.
Like that day at least.
Well, not even that day.
They
Like,
have time slots when you pull.
Yeah, it's
Like
that
with-
day now.
but Jack's here. I know, right? If you see her on the app, take that chance.
No,
take that
totally.
minute. Don't blow it. Don't waste it.
Do
Don't
for
skip
me,
it.
please. Do for me.
Yeah, because she may be a very
I've
rare
been here
character.
2 days in a row. I'm pretty sure she doesn't exist. I think you're all lying.
Yeah, we're trying hard. We're working at this, trying to find her.
And it looks very fun.
I think that was all CG. Ian. I think that was all
Man.
CG.
They've done pretty good.
Your
on it.
Instagrammers are getting good at Photoshop.
They just took the photo from the press release from Disney Parks blog. Oh, there she is right here.
Oh, we found Redhead! Red, we've been looking all over for you. Oh, we've been looking all over for you. Hello, darling.
Hey, is that?
Yes.
That is, isn't it? I was. Yeah. Derek with 2 R's.
Eric with tour.
I'm like, what? Does he still work here?
I think so.
I haven't seen him in a long time. That's the first time I've seen Derek with 2 R's in months.
Yes. Hold on, pause.
I knew you got the biggest grin on my face with that.
I want to put it on record that I'm not real happy with Sarah right now.
I'm pretty pleased that they took that off.
She's pleased. I'm not happy.
I haven't even seen it, and I'm pleased. Well, everyone keeps saying like, why? Why do you care? I thought you liked Davy Jones. I do like Davy Jones, but it's kind of irrelevant at this point.
She doesn't know what I'm talking about.
The pirate franchise was dying slowly every year, and then they kept making movies that sucked. And like, you can't hold on to Davy Jones forever.
Are you listening, Disney? They're gonna make another one, you know. They left a cliffhanger at the end of the last one.
Okay, but is Davy Jones gonna be in it?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, no.
As what's his face?
Well, but again, the one that's in the ride is so irrelevant at this point.
That whole cliffhanger at the end was Davy Jones leaving his mark.
Right, but when people who go on that ride that have never even seen the Pirates movies, they only know the Pirates of the Caribbean Disneyland.
Yeah.
They didn't even know who that was.
The ride is better.
Totally. I think it's fine.
No, it was super better without it.
Yeah.
Is the octopus cool?
I mean,
It's an odd little scene, like I'm not sure why it's there.
Me neither. I don't get it.
it's a dude hanging in a bird cage basically with an octopus.
Somebody said it's Hank.
Yeah, it looks like
It's a
Hank.
weird scene, but I like this. It's a classic old school like illusion with the skeleton zooming thing.
Yeah.
And a classic Mark Davis sort of sight gag of the octopus. I'm like, it's weird, but I still like it.
You guys look amazing.
They're having fun. They're having fun.
It's the best couple ever.
You can't see it because I'm in selfie mode, but they were doing an amazing pose. Yeah,
That's
but
fantastic.
they were 50.
They were like 50. That's fantastic. They've been doing it for a while.
I was alluding earlier, Sarah, that I was angry with you
A shocker.
because you're
did I do this time?
You're dragging us across the park to go get some pommes frites at the
Hey, how does that feel?
stupid Red Rose.
How does that feel, huh?
Feels
How does
great.
that feel?
I love.
It's not like Las Vegas go up and down Main Street several
8 times.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Oh
that's
wait, that was you.
it's the same story. You guys are gonna tell that story for years now.
Also,
Yes, yes, I
Fresh
will.
Bake, this morning, David thought that I was really mad at him because he ditched me yesterday, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm sick. Of course I'm mad at you. But that's why I sent everyone to
No,
attack you on Twitter,
I did get attacked on Twitter.
which I only saw one tweet, so...
That's attacked, okay?
No.
I don't get attacked. So when one person tweets at me, that's a big deal. Because I don't get it like
Was
you
it
guys
Catherine?
get it. It was some dude. He probably was joking too.
Yeah, Catherine was like, David, she's sick!
I had to go to work. So.
You know what, Derrickson?
Do not work from home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but I had to go there.
I know.
That's where my job is.
Yeah, but I can't be spreading germs all over.
Wait, I can't. How do I?
Make way, the queen's coming!
Everyone. I was in selfie mode, so I couldn't see her.
They're not doing a good job making way for her.
She's
They're-
cut- whoa.
They're behind her.
Okay, I think he
How do
just.
you make way for the queen behind her?
Where's she? Oh, she's going to take pictures. Okay. There's a lot going on right now that I can't keep track of. There's a man running with a child, and
I saw that.
I'm like,
Yell in front of the queen to push
sir,
people out of her.
that looks suspect at best.
Sir, did you kidnap that child from Pixie Hollow? This one's cute. I'll take this one. Sir, that's a ferry. You can't take that ferry home.
That is Tinkerbell.
That's Tinkerbell. On my monorail boat.
Monorail, what's that? I haven't been on a monorail in 1,000 years.
What do you call your, is it just like your car? The car you're sitting in? So in my car,
In your boat.
there was a bunch of intelligent Disney children. They were all different families, but one of them saw the Matterhorn and went, oh no, I don't like that ride, it's scary. And then the younger kid went, and looked at his mom all, stupid kid, what does he know? Like, Mom, it's not scary, you're kidding me?
We're getting looked at sideways up here. Can you see that? That's right up in front of us. Again, we're pointing the camera in the wrong direction for my commentary.
Oh,
but
I missed it, no.
Yeah.
What'd we do?
Talking to a camera to each other.
That's weird.
Yeah, we gotta go this way. By the way, I should also add that I think we have concluded our Tony Baxter Day. I think Sarah killed it. Way to kill Sarah or Tony Baxter Day, Sarah. No, but for real, we did everything except for Splash Mountain. We have a fast pass for Splash Mountain at 4:30, but I don't know that I'm gonna make it to 4:30.
You won't.
Considering I don't have any camera left anyway.
Yeah, that kind of put the nail in the coffin.
That kind of put that nail in that coffin, yep. So we're gonna probably just kind of lounge around here for a minute, helping Sarah get her pommes frites, which they may or may not even have. We're not even sure if you can get pommes frites on the side. And I really don't feel like eating any poutine today. So, I think that's one of the meals that comes with the
Hey, have we already talked about them dubs?
The basketball hoops,
Oh,
sports.
I'm gonna tune out for now.
Hey, what am I doing?
Master, it's okay if I shut down for a little while.
What are
You know why? Because them dubs won!
Oh my God, it wasn't even fair. Hey, you remember when this place used to be called, I can't remember now.
Village House.
Village House. Now it's this place. They still got the fake
Remember when it had
tapestry.
a line out the door wrapping around Fantasyland just for a plastic
People
cup?
were loving that poutine.
No, it was for the plastic cup.
Oh, that's right, huh?
It was 100% just for
Was
the
it
rose cup.
the Stein thing or
The rose cup.
Oh yeah. But they got okay. Ian,
Yes.
I regret not getting a LaFoud's brew.
Well, freeze brew is the thing in Florida. It's the same as your Red's Apple Freeze.
Oh no, that's not. Wait,
Gaston's brew.
this is Gaston's brew. You're right.
Yes.
Still, I regret.
delicious.
I regret. I got a Sprite, which
not
is
the
going to be
same.
really good for me, or it's going to taste good. But that looks fantastic.
It's so not the same.
So good.
Sarah got some pommes frites with a side of cheeseburger
I know, right?
because
That's the real reason we're here.
she's
real-
here for the damn pommes
That's
frites.
real talk right now.
But you know what? They're worth it because
I mean, technically I haven't eaten all day, so I probably should consume.
now you say technically like we can't verify that. You say there is no theoretical. Either you have or you haven't eaten
No,
today.
technically I haven't eaten all day long.
So not theoretically. So you have not eaten anything, literally.
Coffee doesn't count, right?
No. Coffee's a diuretic.
Right.
So
So I have not consumed actual food.
All right, then.
until
and
now.
she did it. Now let's start the clock to see if she can keep it. Sarah and her
Oops.
not enjoying the secret sauce?
I hate secret sauce. Everything up as far as Californians are concerned.
You don't actually do that though, right?
Hi. No, seriously, can I get a number 2? No
Number
sauce?
2 with no sauce? They say go somewhere else.
Yeah, they're like, no, we don't do that.
We don't-
It comes on the patty. You can't
Right.
take it out.
It's cooked into the patty.
This
so-
is In and Out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to eat that in your car? With the secret sauce? Oh. Well, surprise Fresh Bake, we do have one more stop. I thought we were going to end the show with pommes frites and a side of cheeseburger at the Red Rose, but we checked the app and Pirates is 20 minutes only right now. And I would very much like to see Sarah's reactions to the new scenes, even though she's probably watched. Have you seen the videos?
No.
You haven't? Oh. So you know about Hank?
Yes.
You know about Hank, but you haven't seen it or heard it?
Nope.
Okay. So we're going to catch Sarah's reactions to Hank and to the new Red.
What if I just look at the camera and I'm like, it's cool?
Well,
What if that's all I get?
yeah, I think that'll be okay. Hold on. Oh, I know. So that happened. There it is, Fresh Bake. We just did it again. Pirates of the Caribbean. I've ridden this ride 3 times in 2 days.
Show 'em your flock. Dude.
Show them your flock.
A hen for a 10.
Yeah.
Here, a hen for a 10.
How much for the chickens? It'd be rum we're after. Hey, all right. So Sarah, let's walk it out with your thoughts.
I like it.
Right? Are you gonna give me an Ian right now?
It's cool.
It's good. Yeah, it's cool.
No, again, I never understood, I understood what the big deal was. I don't understand why it was such a big deal, though. Like,
Because the childhood's being ruined, Sarah. What about my childhood?
not my childhood.
Listen, my childhood, I have an actual childhood on that ride. And it's fine. My childhood's good.
My childhood's chilling.
Yeah, my childhood's fine. Look, I don't want to preempt what you were going to say, but in a year, who's going to care?
Nobody.
Honestly, nobody's going to care.
What's the big deal?
Well,
You heard me coming around the corner.
Yeah.
I was all, oh my God,
Yeah.
like, I'm excited. I don't care.
You know what? You could choose to be excited about this.
Totally.
You could choose to be cool about
Which
it.
is what I chose.
Yeah, right. You thought she looked good. I'm sure, right?
I think she's cute. My footage shows me that she's very cute.
Yeah. Hey, Ian, did you happen to notice if she's the same as the Disney World?
It looks a little different.
Yeah, she's not as masculine looking, I don't think, right?
Or he's not as trying to be photorealistic.
What'd you think of Hank?
He's so cute. I want an octopus.
That's pretty much his name. It's only taken a day
No,
for that to
his
stick.
name.
And it's stuck. Yeah.
I think he's really cute. I think he looks like a cute little octopus. Just wants all the pirate stuff.
He's holding.
We just need to let him have it,
He was
okay?
holding jewels.
He's just all.
I want to know Hank's backstory a little bit.
I don't.
I do.
No, I don't.
I think we need a spin-off.
I think he's
We need a solo-style spin-off of
I
Hank.
think he's had such a life, we wouldn't even know where to begin.
About it happens in the span of 2 days.
Yeah. Everything. Yes, exactly. He's gonna go directly from. Well, I can't even make a comparison.
He's like the Jack Sparrow of octopi. You just can't understand what he's been through.
I guess here. There's one of those things.
Oh my God! Stop! Stop! Stop it!
I would like to ask. I don't know if this may be asking too much, but can we please put an end to the taking pictures with the balloon guy?
God bless you.
Wait. Wait, there you go. Can we put a stop to that? Is there a petition that I can sign that'll get people to stop taking pictures with balloons?
What?
I said, is there a petition that I can sign somewhere that'll get to stop people?
I bet you we could start one.
Look at that. There's literally another one right in front of us.
Literally, it's happening as
The
we
next
are
batch of
asking it to
balloons.
Stop happening.
There's
Probably wouldn't have to get the batch on that.
there's another one up the way.
I just want to buy one every time I see.
You know what
them
they
on
should do?
stands
They should charge you a cost of the balloon.
No, totally.
Oop. Oh God. Okay, we just squeezed through. There's another one. There's a queue.
Stop.
There's a queue. There's a queue to get your picture taken with balloons
That was
now.
the same family as the first one.
Yeah, I know, and we had to squeeze through them just now. Oh, there we are. All right, so I guess so Sarah's good.
I'm chilling.
You're
I
good
think
with the
that
new
was-
redhead.
I think it was fun, and I think the new redhead looks great, and I'm pissed that she's like being really lazy on the rest of her jobs, but whatever.
Yeah, and I think that one workaround, if you have a problem with the chickens, is in your head when they say the word chickens or hens.
Say starboard side.
No, say women. or you know.
Innuendo your own.
Yeah, because that's really what they're talking about. When they're talking about chickens, you guys, they're talking about women. Here's another one. Here's another batch right here. There's a queue. Okay. Oh God, they're coming right for me. They're coming right for me. Hey Sarah, we've reached the end of Main Street.
We've totally reached the end of things.
We can't stop. We got to stop talking now. We're not allowed to vlog anymore.
Right, you have to stop the second you exit.
Wait, where are you? There you are. Get in frame, woman. I know it's different doing it like this. You gotta get used to it. Okay, she's.
I mean, it's a moving frame.
What's she doing back there?
Hey, the
Hey! Are you photobombing your own vlog?
Yeah. I gotta keep it in the frame somehow.
All right, Fresh Bake, thanks for watching. do all the things that we normally ask you to do.
Yeah, please.
And peace out.
Love you, Fresh Baked.
We love you guys. See you next week. Bye, Fresh Baked.
Bye.
There you go again.